Good morning. Today we are going to start with culpable homicide, which has been defined in section 100. Okay, culpable means blameworthy, homicide means killing of a human being by a human being. Now, whoever causes the death by doing an act with an intention of causing death or with intention of causing such bodily injury as is likely to cause the death, or with knowledge that he is likely by such an act to cause the death, then he is committing culpable homicide. Such a simple definition is been mentioned in section 100. Means whoever is causing the death of the other with intention of causing the death, intention of causing bodily injury which is likely to cause the death, means he is going to do certain things with an intention to cause the death, but is not exactly causing directly. It is likely to, such bodily injury which is likely to cause the death, and death is caused. And the third is not intention or knowledge. Just knowledge is there that he is likely to cause such act, a death of that person, then it is called as culpable homicide. So first of all, make it clear that all murders are culpable homicide, but all culpable homicides are not murders. Okay, we are going to see the difference also when afterwards, when we are going to see first murder, then we will discuss the difference between the culpable homicide and murder also. But first of all, you make it clear all murders are culpable homicide. First, the thing should be culpable homicide. Then, if something has been added there, then that is going to become murder. Culpable homicide plus certain severity and all is equal to murder. And when these things are not there, then that is just culpable homicide. Because in culpable homicide also, intention of causing death is there. Intention of causing death is there. Intention of causing such bodily injury which is likely to cause the death of the other. And the third is what? Knowledge. Here intention is not there. Knowledge that is likely to cause the death of the other, that is called as culpable homicide. Means if I shoot somebody with an intention to cause the death, it is culpable homicide. If I do something to him which is a bodily injury, but it is likely to cause the death of the other and intention is there, then that is culpable homicide. Here the third is what? Intention is not there, but knowledge is there. I catch that person, I try to strangulate him, then it is something which is going to cause the death. Maybe I may not have intention, but I am having knowledge that if I do something like this, then it is going to cause the death of the other. Here knowledge is there, intention may not be there. It will be called as a culpable homicide. Death is caused with intention of causing bodily injury, and the third is what? Knowledge, and the death is caused. It is called as culpable homicide. We can understand culpable homicide after seeing the explanations which are mentioned under section 100. Three explanations are there. Okay, the first explanation, that is accelerating the death, means a person who causes the bodily injury to another who is first of all laboring under some disorder, some disease, some bodily injury or infirmity, and thereby accelerates the death of the other, shall be deemed to cause the death. Means explanation 1 is telling to us what will be called as causing of death or accelerating the death. Means some person who is already under some disease or some bodily infirmity, some disorder, means he is laboring some disorder, means maybe he is suffering from cancer, but he is not having the knowledge that he is suffering from cancer. He believes that he is going to recover from that disease, and what his relatives and doctors have done, they have not told him that he is suffering from cancer and that is at the last stage and you are going to die. You are having only 6 months in your hand. Like these things are not told to the patient. Okay, now a rival of that patient, what he does, he comes and he is telling directly to the patient, to his rival, that you are suffering from cancer, you are going to die. It is good that you are going to die. You have troubled me a lot for whole my life. Now it's better that God is going to punish you. You will die. You are only having 6 months. If like that things are being told to him, that poor person, what will happen? He will have a pressure on his heart and maybe he will die. Means the person who was going to die after 6 months, he dies within a month, within 2 months. Means what here the person has done, the enemy has done or the rival has done, he has accelerated, speed up his death. It means he has caused the death. That is explained in explanation 1. Means whoever accelerates the death of a person who is already under some disorder or some bodily infirmity, then he has caused the death. Okay. Now explanation 2, which states that where death is caused by bodily injury, the person who causes such bodily injury shall be deemed to have caused the death, although by resorting to proper remedies and skilled treatment, the death might have been prevented. Means the death might have been prevented, but it was not prevented because of certain things. But who has caused the injury? He'll be liable. Means he cannot blame that you have not taken the person to the doctor. He didn't get a doctor's treatment in a proper manner, medical treatment in a proper manner. Because of that he died. Such a kind of defenses the attacker cannot take. It means A has attacked B, A has injured B and left him like that, and A went away. If somebody would have taken B immediately to the hospital, his life could have been saved. Here A cannot blame this situation that he didn't get medical treatment at a proper time. Because of that he has died. He can't take this defense. He can't take this help. He has caused injury. The poor person could not get the medical treatment also. That was other part. But you have caused him injury. Therefore, you are liable. You have caused the death. That is explanation 2. And explanation 3 is telling about child in womb. The causing of the death of a child in the mother's womb is not homicide. The child may be quick unborn child and all, whatever. Here it is not mentioned about how much weeks the fetus is. They have just mentioned a child in womb. Whoever causes the causing of death of a child in mother's womb is not homicide. Got it? Because that child is in the womb, it is not considered as a human being. So don't jump to a conclusion that they'll go unpunished. No, they'll be punished under the topic of miscarriage, under the topic of like whether she is quick unborn child or how much months of pregnancy is there. Accordingly, the person who does any act, he will be liable under the previous chapter. Okay. Now here it is not homicide, but means a child in womb is not considered to be a human being. Therefore, whoever causes the death of a child in womb, he is not liable for homicide. He will be liable for some other offense, but he will not be liable for homicide. But, wait a minute, but if the child has taken birth, and death is caused, then the child has taken birth, the child has seen the world, the child has come in the world. Therefore, it will be called as a homicide. And it is not necessary that the child has taken breath or not. Any part of his body, when it comes in the world from the womb of the mother and the death is caused, then also it will be called as homicide and the doer will be liable under section 100. Okay, because when a child takes birth, in law we consider that a human being has come in this world. He is a human being now. Therefore, homicide can be caused. But yet if the child is in womb, then he is not a human being. Here there is a difference between legal principles and medical principles. Okay. Now in medical science, what happens? Life starts when the child takes breath. But in legal science, life starts when any part of the body of the child has come on earth. The child may not have taken birth, you can say breath, not birth, sorry. The child has not taken any breath also. but he has come on the earth. Therefore, here homicide is been committed. Therefore, this is the difference between medical science and legal science. Legal science considers there may be a gap, the child may have taken birth, but after few seconds the child may take breath. There may be some gap. The child has taken birth at this moment, but he may take breath at this moment. In between, legal science says the birth has taken place. The child is a human being, though not taken the first breath also. Okay, therefore it is clearly mentioned that if a child takes birth or any part of his body comes on earth and death is caused, then that will be homicide. Got it? These three explanations are telling to us causing of death, means when you have to consider that death is caused. And the explanation 3 is very much clear. Child in womb, death is caused in child in womb, then that is not a homicide. Clearly it is mentioned, the causing of death of a child in the mother's womb is not homicide, but it may amount to culpable homicide to cause the death of a living child if any part of that child has been brought forth. Though the child may not have breathed or been completely born also, though the child is not completely born, it is a human being. Therefore, homicide can be committed. Okay, today we have just discussed the definition of culpable homicide. We'll go a little bit like a fast. Causing of death with intention plus likelihood of bodily injury causing death, knowledge with bodily injury of causing death, that will be called as culpable homicide. Blameworthy homicide, where the person is to be punished. And make it clear, a child in womb is not a human being. Therefore, if death is caused in the womb, then it is not homicide. It is not coming under this chapter, but it is going to come under the previous chapter of miscarriage. Nobody will go unpunished, either in this chapter or other chapter. Okay. Bye bye. See you in the next video.